Don't hi me here. You have medical aid. You have free medical aid. You have free state medical aid. You come here, hi. If you hate America, that's fine. If you think this is about Donald Trump, that's even fine. America needs South Africa. South Africa needs America. If we don't work together, both of us shall lose. But South Africa shall lose more. Can we immediately stop to give illegal foreigners any medical help? They should be banned from all our hospitals. They must go to their countries who has a good relationship with America. And
Guys, it got heated in Parliament yesterday. So just following Donald Trump's address to the United States sort of like Parliament in terms of his achievements in this short period of time he's been in presidency, he's done a lot, signed a lot of executive orders, and really one of the things he actually argues is that he has eliminated wokeism. Woke is gone in schools, in the military, and all of that. So following that address, which caused a lot of raves across the world, right? South Africa actually also opened its own debates on, in an attempt to respond to Donald Trump's, position on South Africa, cutting USAID PEPFAR. Hopefully, I hope that AGOA doesn't go, but I'm suspecting that the US would actually also cut AGOA, which is the opportunity that South Africa had to export goods, I think finished goods and products to the United States tariff-free, all right? If that goes, bro, that's going to be a big one, a shock to the South African economy. But all of these guys actually decided to respond to Julius Malema's call. Julius Malema had made a call to debate, how South Africa should respond to Donald Trump's position and actually his treatment to South Africa going forward. And it was really the EFF, as it actually usually does in its own kind of like critique of global politics and all that, was really vociferous in its attack on Donald Trump, accusing Donald Trump, actually stating that Donald Trump actually still the whole bully rhetoric, the whole rhetoric of imperialism, the whole thing with the United States was not misinformed, because the United States has the greatest information machinery, and so there's no way it would not know the truth about what's really going on in South Africa, alluding that, Donald Trump is actually trying to attempt an extension of an imperialist ideal that actually has sort of like characterized the US's relationship with many countries that do not subscribe to its way of viewing the world. And so that was actually Julius Malema's argument. I think I'll be posting that in my other Pan-Africanism channel, and I have the link under the show notes here if you want to watch that speech. But anyway, in this speech by Minister Gaten, McKenzie's sports minister, he's actually rebuffing some of those, all right? He's actually arguing that the United States needs South Africa and South Africa needs the United States. And if that relationship sours, both countries will suffer, but that South Africa will suffer even more, all right? So even from Corne Mulder, we learn that the trade between the United States and South Africa, right, is actually to the tune of $21 billion every year. South Africa and the US trade to the tune of $21 billion every year. To cut that off, that would be a really big shock to the economy, right? So Gaten McKenzie is actually arguing that both countries need each other. He's also actually arguing that, blasting, I think this will now be many parliamentarians, but mostly maybe ANC members, because I think Atul Trollip argues that on the podium at some point, one of the GNU members actually gave a middle finger to the US, I think, in terms of the whole prospect of cutting USAID and all that. Gaten McKenzie is actually blasting many of the parliamentarians, that they have free aid, so they can actually afford to tell Donald Trump to go to hell or probably give him a finger. But now there are millions of South Africans out there who do not even have aid, health facilities to access good health, quality health care. All right. And so that's actually something you really feel from this speech. And I really love that fact so much, because, in this argument on how to balance the budget, I've made a video of Mike Burke's suggestions that expenditure should be cut. Many of these things, like maybe the free healthcare, the free numeric aid, as Gaten McKenzie argues, if those cuts can actually be implemented, probably South Africa might be able to raise some of the funds it actually needs for its budget at the moment. But McKenzie also slams, South Africa's dependency on BRICS, arguing that, Russia, India, and these guys, they actually are taking opportunities to solidify their relationship with the US, but South Africa seems to be heading in another direction, and he really doesn't understand. And the most important thing I think in this video, he's arguing, I'll play this video now so you can hear this for yourself, because he actually says some really important things in the middle, but I'm just giving a summary, is that he doesn't want illegal foreigners to be treated in South African hospitals anymore, now that PEPFAR has been lost and USAID must be lost. So now I think the PA would intensify its Abahambe movement against illegal foreigners from the perspective of health, so that this limited healthcare services that is available in South Africa would be focused on South Africans, and probably I really don't know where illegal foreigners would go with this. But let's listen to McKenzie break down his arguments, especially as regards the EFF's call to debate what exactly they argue is an extension of US-American imperialism, arguing that, South Africa is actually on the wrong footing in its federal, probably legislative law. And McKenzie argues that South Africa needs the US and the US really needs South Africa. And if whatever happens that ends up in that relationship getting sour, South Africa will suffer more. Share your thoughts in the comments.
The next speaker is the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture. Order, honourable members. Order.
Honourable Deputy Speaker, I teach my kids. I said to my kids always, most people don't live with reality. I said, if you want to be successful, look at your reality, not perception. America needs South Africa. South Africa needs America. If we don't work together, both of us shall lose. But South Africa shall lose more. America does not have doctors currently that's out of a job. We have medical students that don't have a job. Worse PEPFAR. Without PEPFAR, it shall be worse. People are going to die. HIV/AIDS is going to kill our people. I am coming here today. If you hate America, that's fine. If you think this is about Donald Trump, that's even fine. But this is not about Donald Trump. This is about the 230,000 people that will be out of a job. This is about the people that will be dying. I'm not here, I don't care what you feel. So to South Africans, come here with a plan. Don't hi me here. You have medical aid. You have free medical aid. You have free state medical aid. You come here, hi. I'm talking for the people with no medical aid. All the people in this tent have medical aid. And the ones that run to America, I want to warn you, we have a Minister of International Affairs, we have a President. The reason why you're not posting the pictures of your American stay, because you met the janitors, you met the people there at this gate. Show us who you met. So I want to say to South Africa, let's be calm, let's fix our relationship. You talk about BRICS. Russia, rightly so. Russia jumped at the opportunity to restore the relationship with America. India was the first visit that happened, was India. Don't come here. The world is going right. You want to go this way. We need each other. So I want to say to South Africans, you can howl as much as you like. At the moment, we can't even give our doctors a job. In conclusion, because PEPFAR has been removed, there's now 17% of the money is gone. I want to ask the president of this country, can we immediately stop to give illegal foreigners any medical help? They should be banned from all our hospitals. They must go to their countries who has a good relationship with America. And I want to say to the Americans, they can say what? In 2000, when people were dying, George Bush gave money and he assisted. Some of us, we don't forget the persons. We have gratitude. I want to say, not everybody hates America. We don't hate America. And not everybody here is saying America should go to hell. Some of us are saying, stop listening to racists giving you wrong information, but let's get together, let us talk, let President Ramaphosa sit with President Trump in a room, and they worked out the deal. Illegal foreigners must be banned from all our hospitals starting from today. Salute.